What's up guys, it's Ivan. Now this channel I mostly provide graduate school application advice, but I sometimes make these videos where I show you a day in the life of a PhD student. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. On Wednesdays, I have my academic writing seminar, so I am gonna head to that right now because it does start at 9 a.m., which is in a couple of minutes. But really what this class is a 2-credit course where we're allowed to focus on our own writing. So what I'm focusing on is actually a fellowship I want to submit by December. And so I've been working on this fellowship all through this quarter, and we have writing groups. So my writing group consists of 2 of my colleagues who are also in my cohort, and we meet up right after the seminar and we work on our projects. And so we just sit on Zoom and work on our projects, and then we come back together and then we have each other revise or look at our projects and give us feedback and so forth. And so my project for this quarter is a fellowship application, and my other 2 colleagues are working on like grant applications, and I think that's about it. Grant applications, maybe an article that they're writing to get published, but that's really the focus of this class. It is a bi-weekly class, so I didn't have it last week. I have it every other week, and today is the week that I have it. And she usually brings in guest speakers to speak about different aspects of the graduate school timeline. So for example, couple weeks ago, we talked about the qualifying exam and what that looks like, what a literature review is in terms of a successful one for our milestone of the qualifying exam. But sometimes she also brings people who are further along in their dissertation timeline, and so we kind of get some insight in terms of what to expect as future PhD students. So let's get going to class because I have a few minutes to log on to Zoom. It is on Zoom, so I am currently in my room, and I will be engaging in this seminar for at least, I think it's an hour and a half, and then the second hour and a half we dedicate to our writing groups. Class just ended and we spoke about writing journal articles. So she went over this little PowerPoint on like what is a journal article, why you should write in one, what's a peer-reviewed article, where to publish, how to prepare a manuscript, and then how to respond to comments from reviewers, as well as this book that walks you through writing a journal article in 12 weeks. And so it was an interesting conversation just because I'm not at that stage yet of my PhD program, but I am working on the research project currently that I'm hoping to have published in either a journal or a manuscript or a book chapter or something along those lines, but I want to get it published. So this is a good entry point into me considering that option after I complete or work towards my finishing up the projects I'm working on. Right now, I'm actually joining my writing group Zoom meeting. We're going to meet for 30 minutes to check in because I do have something else to get to at 11, which is my research, my larger research group that I have with my advisor, and that starts at 11. So I'm going to check in with my writing group in like 2 minutes, and then I'm going to head over to my research. They call them RACs. It stands for Research Apprenticeship. Honestly, I don't know what it stands for. I already forgot, but it's called a RAC, and I meet with my advisor and the other advisees that she has on the team, and so we discuss different things about research and just kind of check-ins as well with our advisor. So that's going to happen in a couple of minutes. On to my next meeting, which is with my advisor and the other advisees that she mentors, and so we're going to meet and discuss. Probably, I think we're going to do a check-in because it's only 30 minutes long, but I'm going to head into the Zoom room.
This is the UT system that they're talking about. So this is more like the norm of the UT system, the University of Texas system. And that's where the job talk is like a campus visit. That is a marathon day. That is probably 2 days. You're going to come in the day before, meet with either the chair or meet with some form of the committee, have a dinner, and then the next.
I just finished with the RAC meeting with my advisor. We went over how to prepare for the job market, because a lot of my colleagues in that group are actually finishing up their PhDs this year, and so they are focusing on applying for faculty positions in the UC system. So she went over how to go about that, what's a job talk, and how to prepare for that. And so I actually have another joint rack with some other groups on campus about job talks at 2 o'clock. But right now I do have an hour and a half gap where I am going to eat some lunch. I'm also going to clear off my desk area so I can use when I lead my rack, which starts at 1, and that's something else that I have to do today. So today's a busy day already. As you can tell, I've been in just meetings, as well as going to my class, and so it's just a lot of meetings today that I have to go to. So let's get going with cleaning up my desk. Alright, so right now we are going to grab some lunch. I'm gonna eat some leftovers from last night's takeout. So I bought pollo loco, which is grilled chicken. So I'm gonna heat that up in the microwave and then get going on eating, because I do have my section in about 40 minutes. As you can tell, I made some room for my laptop here. I'm gonna eat my chicken. Then I'm also gonna watch some YouTube videos. I think I'm gonna watch this one by Brett Conti, because he does like a lot of travel content, which I am interested in as well. So I'm gonna watch that while I just kind of lounge around before my section in a little bit. So I just finished my food and I'm just lounging around watching some YouTube videos. I did also edit a YouTube video that's going to be posted up tonight. But right now I have 6 minutes to get to my section Zoom room. So I lead a section every Wednesday at 1 p.m. and I have a group of about 20 students. And pretty much my role with the section is I support their understanding of the concepts from the course that they're taking. So the course is titled EDS 25, Higher Education and Collegiate Experience. It's focused a lot on race relations, CRT, so critical race theory, as well as just different aspects of what it's like to be a marginalized student at a higher education institution. So today I am focusing my section on talking about the differences between equality and equity, and it's because we are merging into learning more about higher education, how it came about, and what the history of higher education is in the United States. And so I wanted to talk about equity and equality because, as many of you might experience, and including myself, there's a lot of inequalities that marginalized students face in higher education, especially in the United States. And so I wanted to start that conversation now because I'm also preparing them for their final essay, their final essay of the quarter, which talks about their higher education experiences. So we're going to do a little activity, and let me show you the PowerPoint. That way you're aware of what I'm going to be talking about. So here's the PowerPoint. I usually start off with the question of the week, and this one's about French fries. So just like a little fun little icebreaker activity for the section. Then we're gonna go into equality versus equity. And I have this photo here, or this picture here, that I am gonna have them talk about. And then I have some probing questions. And then we're gonna go into breakout rooms and do further discussion. They're gonna come up with the definition of both equity and equality as groups. And then we're gonna have a larger group discussion on just different on how that applies to their life, but also higher education and the institution that we are currently attending, as well as the concepts from the course. And then if we have time, I'll talk about their final project, and that's in addition to their final essay. So that's the plan for the section that starts in 4 minutes. So I'm going to get going to the section. Okay, you guys, so right now the students are actually in breakout rooms. I'm having them do an activity where they are defining what equality and equity is based on an image, but also based on some probing questions that I have for them in order for them to think about these two terms critically. So they will be back into the main room in 12 minutes. So right now I'm just kind of chilling, and I'm going to broadcast a message to them in a little bit, just kind of telling them what how much more time is left. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna head off to campus since I've been in my apartment all day long. So I'm gonna go to the library, work on some client documents, as well as just some other homework I have to do. And then I will come back and just kind of relax and then maybe grab something to eat. So I'll see you all on campus. What's up, guys? So we are in my car. The lighting is kind of weird here, but I'm going to head over to get some Chick-fil-A because I need to grab dinner, but also I need to put gas in my car just because I am driving 5 hours from San Diego up north to my sister's place because I'm going to go visit my sister and my nephews and her family, as well as my girlfriend. So I need to put gas right now because I'm going to wake up super early tomorrow to head up there to that area to visit them. So I'm gonna head over now. I just got done with the library where I was working on some client documents. If you don't already know, I do offer a statement of purpose review service as well as a resume/CV review service, and so you can find those links down below in the description, and I can help you with your statement of purpose or your resume and CV for graduate school. So that's what I worked on the majority of the time at the library, and I also edited a video that I uploaded and you should have access to as of now. So let's get going to Chick-fil-A first, and then to put gas, and then back home, and I'm gonna relax after that and maybe continue doing some client work just because I do have a lot of clients that have reached out and have used my service, so I have to get their feedback to them as soon as possible.